I always bring an ultralight setup to my kayak fishing adventures because when your plan doesn't pan out, you got to throw the ultralight and it always catch some fish. You see, fall is here and everyone is out trying to catch some fish. I was out there too throwing some swim bait because during the fall, swim baits are probably the best way to catch fish because a lot of vegetation dying off and I think most of the predatory fish are targeting bait fish. I start off my day throwing a double swim bait rig. This is a very cool rig that's started to trend again. It's an old rig that I used in the past, but this time I'm playing around with some new tackle. I was using the Z-Man ZWG hook and the swim baits, and I unfortunately didn't catch any fish, but it did swim really, really cool. After fishing for a while, I wasn't able to generate a bite with this double swim bait, and I decided to change it up and just go with a single swim bait. And I was trying this new lure from Z-Man. It's called a Swag LT, and I chose a perch pattern because I was hoping I could match the hatch. This lake got a lot of yellow perch in South Jersey, and I was like, yo, I should get a quality bite. Give me a bass, give me a pickerel, just give me something. But I didn't get anything, but you know what I got? There were a lot of swans practicing their flying because they're getting ready for the migration, and one came very close to my kayak. Actually, it was three of them coming very close. Let me show you. Oh my gosh. Dude. That was pretty cool. Came after me, huh? Come on. Come back. Come back. Wait, you really coming back? Okay. All right, dude. You guys must want to be on YouTube or something. Yeah, those birds are so majestic. I was watching them flap. I could hear them across the lake, and it's just three big swans just trying to practice their migration flying patterns or something. I have no idea, but they were having fun, and I was enjoying the moment. And I did catch one perch while I was out there, and I was like, man, I need to get up to the upper lake and see what's going on there. And with my ultralight, I was able to find those yellow perch, and I salvaged the day. I was using the Z-Man Grass Shad. It's a new lure they're offering, and I paired it up with the micro shad heads 1/16 ounce. I was using the Daiwa Saltus BFTW, and I was using my Tsurinoya rod. Check out the description below for the full setup, but let me show you some catches, and let's wrap up this video. I'm telling you, ultralight is the deal. Here we go. Nice perch. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Whoa, whoa, birds. Dude, those birds are like the guardians of the lake or something. But here's the first fish of the day. Goes to a beautiful fall yellow perch. Look at that. All right, off you go, dude. Oh, let's fish the back lake. Don't know what the heck's back here. All I know is it's been dead in the main lake, so hopefully the shads are back here and maybe there's some fish back here. I haven't seen any boat come back here yet, so I'm gonna hopefully get some out of here. I see a turtle. Turtle, turtle, turtle. Boom. Here we go. Backwater perch. That's what I'm talking about. So if the perch are back here, rather than the main lake, I think there's a chance that all the fish are back here. At least the bait fish and what else? Potentially bass. Like I could throw that swim bait lure, because let me hold this for a second. All right. See him right here? And then see this lure right here. Look at that size. Dude, this guy actually could take this. That'd be sick, huh? Anyhow, let's get this situated. All right, perch. Off you go. Oh no, that was a fish right there. They're really, really nippy today. Oh, there's a fish right there. Nice. Another perch. So the perch potential is back here. Whee! Here we go. All right. Perch hunting session started. Boom. Here we are. Off we go. Let's turn the kayak to the right a little bit. Fish. Bam. Nope. I thought it was a fish. All right, let's get closer. There's a lot of branches in this area. Let's see. Oh, dude, that's the whole end of the butt. Where all the roots supposed to be at. You see that? Let's see if it gets deep enough. Cool. All right, let's try this way. Yeah, I really don't know which side to go, but let's just try it. I haven't been here so long that I have no idea which side is supposed to go where. I think the left is supposed to go up the entire river. This might be a dead end, but it's okay. We'll try the dead end. Oh, fish. Oh yeah, baby. The perch are in the back. That means I could really potentially get a big fish back here. All right, so you calm down yet? Because I need to do a quick photo. All right, there you guys go. Another perch. Sweet. All right, throwing the micrograph shad. Just gonna dart it around near the bottom. Because at this point earlier, I just had the lure near the bottom, bounced it. So maybe this is something that's gonna be productive. Trying something new. You guys know me. I fish mainly swim baits because it's really nice, but you know, I think with all these, boom! Oh my gosh, right there. He's a nice sized perch. What happened is I fish a lot of swim bait, and I think the swim baits, they are very effective, and so is this. They're at the bottom. Like truly, they're stuck to the bottom here, and it's like sandy in the back. So I can just take this lure and just dart it, pop it off the bottom, and it's actually really productive. So something new. I like to play with new stuff. I mean, let's be quite frank, right? Those crappy shads and stuff like that, it's nothing new, right? But I like to just try new stuff, especially from Z-Man, because I'm a huge fan of Z-Man. And hopefully we'll catch some more. Just get it to the bottom, pop it off, bounce, 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 bounce. And what I like about this head is if you give it slack line, it does spiral down. If I get it close enough, you might see the chartreuse spiraling down. You gotta give it true slack line though. Like if there's any sort of tension, it's not gonna work. So it's cool, very, very cool. That's pretty cool. This turtle's back here. Gotta be some fish back here. Oh, there's a fish. Damn. Woo. All right. Chill. All right, dude. There you go. Look at that fall color. Hey. I was gonna say, those fall color perch, man. The red fins look so beautiful. Matches with that, you know, those leaves right there. Oh man, I'm loving it. My question is, what are the perch honed into? Boom. What I got? Perch. Whew. Got me wet. Super wet. All right, cool. Off you go. As you see, Ultralight saved the day, but I actually sabotaged that trip like crazy. So there's another saying, they say, don't leave fish for fish, right? So I got into that section, I caught some fish, and I started paddling up the river, and I saw a spot where it used to have a log blocking my way, and I was like, ooh,
it's not there anymore. Let's travel up some more. Maybe there's some more fish. And I keep going, I keep going, and I keep going. And it was amazing. Like I enjoyed the paddle up one. The big speed did most of the work, right? But it got got very shallow, and I got to paddle at some spots. But it was very beautiful, but there were no fish. So yeah, learn a lot here. And one more thing I want to share is that having fishing log is really important. Although having fishing log for just one trip right here doesn't really do much. But if you go through a specific lake and you have a fishing log, you kind of know where your productive areas are. And usually fish are pretty much close. If you're fishing, within a very close time frame, if they're not there, they should be very close to where you caught fish the last time, right? I didn't have any of that, and it took me all day to figure out where these perch were at. And unfortunately, by the time I came back down the river, it was time's up. I gotta go back home with the family. Anyhow, thank you all for watching. Always bring an ultralight setup just in case your original plan doesn't pan out and you want to catch some fish before you leave, because going home skunked is always not a good feeling. I know I learned a lot, even though I am skunked sometimes, right? Because you could put pieces together, especially if you do have a log, right? You can even log, say I didn't catch any fish, and you fish in specific spots, right? But I always want to catch something, and I'm glad the ultralight did save the day. Anyhow, thank you for watching. If you guys are going out fishing during the fall into winter, please dress for success. Always let a loved one know where you've gone to, because if you're a kayak angler like me, there's always a chance of flipping over and hypothermia could set in and stuff like that. So make sure you dress for success. And like I said, you always gotta let a loved one know where you're at. Thank you for watching The Fish Don't Wait. Happy holidays, and you guys check out the description below for all the details of the things I used today.